Over here, yeah.
Do you have any updates on I think it was 8 troops that were injured, the 8 troops that were evacuated among the dozens wounded in the Jordan attack?
So I think, I believe there were 3 that were medically evacuated. 2 did go to, 3 went to Landstuhl, and I believe 1 remains there, and 2 have come back CONUS to the United States, and then the remaining 5 have returned to duty. I don't have more specifics on their condition, but I believe at the time that they arrived in Landstuhl, they were stable.
Just a second one. It's coming up on almost 3 years that this administration, one of the first foreign policy moves was freezing offensive arms sales to longtime allies, including some that the U.S. has had longer diplomatic ties with than Israel. And they cited human rights as one of the main reasons. We've seen tens of thousands of Palestinian civilians killed, some of them, women, children, and non-Hamas fighters or militants. So why hasn't the department recommended or taken the same approach to Israel in order to try to scale back on these civilian casualties? Because verbal warnings may not have done, what the department's looking for in terms of reducing civilian deaths.
Well, I think what you've seen is a change in how Israel is approaching its war in Gaza. They've pulled back certain brigades. They are doing a more targeted operation there. From this podium and across this administration, I'm speaking on behalf of the secretary, but he's been very clear in his conversations with Minister Galan, and of course when he was in the region in December, about the need to protect innocent civilians, the need to allow humanitarian aid to flow into the region, into Gaza, to make sure that civilians, whether they be in humanitarian areas and hospitals, get the care that they need. So we've been very clear, both publicly and privately, about our position and about the need for Israel to do everything possible to protect innocent civilians.